Well, welcome to the band concert tonight. Thank you for attending our first middle school concert of the year. Sitting up there on the stage tonight is the Berryville Middle School beginning band. And my name is Mr. Blevins. I'm back here in the booth tonight. I'll just be honest with you, I'm having a gout attack. I can't hardly walk. But anyway, that's why I'm back here. And that's Mrs. Blevins up there on the stage. She's going to be conducting, doing all the hard work. You got that. Well, we hope that this is a very memorable occasion for you, the first of hopefully many concerts for your student here at Berryville. Back here on the back wall is a Berryville band banner, and you're welcome to take some pictures with your student after the concert, just to commemorate this evening's time that we have together. And we'll get through this. But I want you to know and take you back in August, when these kids first got that instrument, they brought it to the schoolhouse. We taught them how to put it together, and we produced that very first sound. Let me take you back to August. This is what it sounded like on that first day. Yeah, and I bet it sounded like that coming down your hallway too, at your house. Well, it took a few days, a little bit of patience and some persistence, and then we turned that into this. Well, that's quite an improvement, wouldn't you say? Yeah? And so after several days, a few days later, we turned all that into this. Yep, and then we added a few different rhythmic patterns. Go ahead, give him a hand on that. That's okay. Go ahead. We added some different rhythms and finally played a melody that they could actually recognize. And maybe you could recognize it at home too. And that's probably the moment that we all realized, hey, this is happening, and these kids are really going to learn how to play these instruments. So we're going to play for you now the 5th hour class, then the 6th hour class, and then everyone will play together. And this was our very first song, Hot Cross Buns. Discovered with just 3 notes and a few more rhythm combinations, we could play several songs that we actually could recognize and maybe some that we even knew. So we're going to play a couple of our favorites out of the book now, Au Clair de la Lune, and then we'll let the percussion get to move around a little bit, and then we'll play Mary Had a Little Lamb. Well, as you know, music is made up of different note values and pitches, so we continued. We just plowed right through the book, learning more notes and how to finger different notes and different rhythm values, and we finally came across another song that we liked called Down by the Station. Then we finally got to our first Christmas melody. And it's always fun if we're able to play for a few songs for our family at Christmas time. And Mrs. Levis has given these kids a couple of pages of Christmas melodies that we have been learning on their instrument. So ask them to bring their horns home over the Christmas break, and maybe on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, you just might have a trombone playing in your living room, or a flute or a clarinet or something, a drum, who knows. But it's a good time for the kids to play. But one of the first songs we came across in our book about Christmas was Good King Wenceslas. How about that? Yeah. We're so proud of these kids. They have done such a great job this year. And so we just kept plowing through the book, learning more and more. And we came across another tune that we recognized called Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Well, once they mastered all playing one line at a time, we introduced them to the idea of playing a duet, where they could play with a friend in harmony. It was very cool. And so for tonight's concert, we divided the band into two different parts, and we're going to play for you Jingle Bells. Well, you may know that our beginning band does meet in instrument classes throughout the day. Mrs. Blevins, she teaches the flutes, clarinets, and the saxophones, and, well, I'm entertaining the trumpets, trombones, and percussion class, and we have a good time. But we're going to let each class play for you right now, just one little line that they've chosen. And so the flutes tonight are going to play Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. How about that? Give them a hand. That's good stuff right there. And the clarinet class, they worked on a little duet called Opie Sana. And now the saxophones are going to play a little bit of Beethoven for you. They're going to play Ode to Joy. Next, the trumpets are going to play a piece called Stomp Rock. They'll provide the rock, and the rest of the band's going to provide the stomp. How about that? I'll just tell you, that's not as easy as it looks to get that many kids to stomp their foot at the same time. Let me just tell you right now. And the next thing, we're going to have the trombone section. They're going to play for you, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And now the percussion are going to play their favorite Hanukkah song called the Dreidel Song. Well, you'll notice that most kids up there, they're sitting up tall and straight, playing their tail off. They're doing the very best they can. Those percussionists to the back, they're moving all over the place, and they're playing the xylophone, the marimba, snare drum, bass drum. I think there's a triangle back there, and even the tambourine happening. So we're going to play a couple of songs now that feature that as we close out their sixth grade portion. The first full band song they learned was Fanfare for a Winter Celebration. All right, and to close this portion of the concert, I said this portion because we've got two more portions coming up with the 7th grade band next, the 8th grade band, and I hope that everybody will hang around for that. We've got a transition that literally takes about 2 minutes to get this group off and the other group on. So if you'll just hang with us, we'd appreciate it. But the 6th grade group is going to go ahead and play their final number, band arrangement of Up on the Housetop. your clapping coming. She's going to have to stand up now so you can see your kiddo. There's the trombones and the trumpets. And here come the saxophones and some clarinets. And some flutes and some more clarinets. And down here in the front are those percussion students. Give them one big hand, would you?